Now it's normally much quieter here on my walk by Arthur's Seat. Arthur isn't moving, but quite a lot of humanity is, particularly in cars. But this is my quiet walk into the city of Edinburgh in these last few days of the Edinburgh Fringe. And this little, I say little because it's a bit shorter, this talk video is all about, I call it the Fringe folder. You might give it the name The Gathering or the name The Fringe Harvest. But I'm noticing I've kept our flat really tidy, and that I think is part of my well-being as a slightly messy person when I was younger. And I'm aware that on this phone and on my laptop there are different images. I haven't really used the old tablet that I've got this year, but there are images all over the desktop, there are images all over the phone, there are some screenshots I want to keep, there are lots of snaps, some are social and some are absolutely professional ones. And you're going to get home in quite a low energy state if you're tired, just with other stuff to do maybe. And I think there's a task that doesn't need to take too long, but it's all about ordering in a good way the chaos that has been the Fringe. And that's a digital thing and it's a physical thing. And I think just the way things are, the digital thing particularly, is the stuff in the cloud that you might have on Google Drive, that might have been via websites and all kinds of stuff on social media. Things you've shared that are important to you, some tweets or the X's that you put out, or if you're on Blue Sky. These things sit on different platforms, and some you might want to save, and some you may well have saved to your phone, some on your laptop, and they might all be connected to some good quality reflection on what you've learned, but also press packs for the future, applications for venues, touring and so on, and funding. And the great gathering, so it doesn't take long, and sometimes I have to push myself to do it, but I am doing it, and it's to get a physical folder or a box and to digitally just start to combine into 1 or 2 folders with good labels, reviews, social photos, some of the images from rehearsal shots, or you might have done a publicity stunt, you might have done rehearsal shots that have turned into a proper photo shoot for your show, and just get that organised. And if you've just saved stuff, as phones often do, with great long numbers and letters, is if you've got time, is to label what they are and the date. And I think you won't regret it when you need to get organised, or one day you just look back with family and say, this was my Edinburgh Fringe, and to delete the stuff you don't need. I notice when we have group photos, when people take rehearsal shots, they take 10 in the hope probably that one of them won't be crap, or they take them more mindfully, and you need to delete the ones that were blurred that you don't need. Of course, over a life that gets even more chaotic as we get literally thousands of these all in a timeline. So go through each social media channel, right click and download however you save it, get it in folders in the best place that you store, whether that's in the cloud. Look for removing duplication so you haven't got the same folder on 2 devices that are not properly synced, and just create your portfolio, particularly if you're looking at a professional journey onwards. I don't think it takes too long. Ideally you do it every day, but we're all so busy that we forget. And I'd say if there are those categories, they also include not just reviews, but it might be your accounts, it might be receipts that you've taken photos of. Absolutely start to empty those wallets and bags and get those receipts in order if you're going to claim for them in different ways. Do your tax return. A lot is gathered, particularly if you're here for the whole month, and I think it is connected to well-being, particularly going home and not bringing that chaos with you. So this is just an invitation as I start to climb up towards my day in Edinburgh. Arthur's Seat's hidden behind there somewhere. Is just to sort yourself out and sort your life out, and don't be digitally dominated, and get that relationship between physical gadgets and digital storage in a way that when you get home it's going to be really easy to share the story with those you need to.